Hello, I'm Joe McCanna, Global Head of Mixology and Education at Grey Goose. And thanks for joining me today to taste Grey Goose Essences. These are Grey Goose Essences, and they're the newest members of the Grey Goose family. We have 3 individual expressions: White Peach and Rosemary, Watermelon and Basil, and Strawberry and Lemongrass. And they all have 3 things in common. First, they're all made with Grey Goose Vodka as their base. Secondly, they're made with the all-natural essences of freshly picked fruit at the peak of their ripeness. And third, they're then rounded off with the aromatic notes of botanicals. And if I were to add a fourth, Grey Goose Essences were really developed to take some of the guesswork out of mixing at home, to create beautiful cocktails with complex sensations, perfect for everything from brunches through to warm, sunny occasions, in a super simple way. We're really proud of the fact that since day one, Grey Goose has had the same person who created our vodka overseeing every aspect and tasting every batch. And of course, the same is true with Grey Goose Essences. Our cellar master, Francois Thibault, controls everything from start to finish, applying the same overarching principles which were set out when creating Grey Goose itself. Francois sought then to harness the taste and the aroma of the finest, fresh ingredients. While he created them as a complement to our existing range, technically they're not even a vodka. They're what's called a distilled spirit specialty, infused with real fruit flavor and botanical essences. But this is down to the fact that they are bottled at 30% ABV, which is lower than the minimum legal requirement to be called vodka. So let me introduce you to the 3 expressions now. As I mentioned before, all 3 Grey Goose Essences are made with Grey Goose Vodka as their base. This is to assure that the exact same mouthfeel and the quality of all of the Grey Goose range remains in place. Like the blending of Grey Goose Vodka itself, Francois has developed a very precise method for perfectly capturing the flavors of the ingredients through a variety of processes. His philosophy, though, is simple. Find the best of the best and capture that flavor at the optimum moment of freshness. Now, no 2 ingredients are entirely similar. And as each of the fruits and botanicals are different, it wouldn't make sense to use the same process for extracting their flavors. For the peaches and the strawberries, they have such delicate flavors that we want to capture just the most fragile part of their profiles. To do this, the whole fruits are cold pressed and go directly under a vacuum distillation, with a gentle flow of low pressure steam capturing that aromatic profile before condensation. For the watermelon, the flesh is softly macerated in neutral spirit and then distilled for a juicier profile. Cold distillation helps us extract the flavor of the herbs. That's as if they're just picked. We begin with a maceration in a cold neutral spirit before distilling under vacuum at a temperature close to freezing with a proprietary process. This is the best way to capture the fresh picked aromas of the botanicals. These bespoke botanical and fruit essences are then blended into Grey Goose Vodka at 40% ABV, before being diluted a further 10%, which really helps them fully express their delicate flavors. The water used to dilute is the very same spring water from the natural underground aquifer used to make Grey Goose. It is the use of such a complex and unique process to create each of the Grey Goose Essences range that really helps deliver a feast for the senses and makes these truly stand out from just being another flavored vodka. Now, let's take a closer look. This is Grey Goose White Peach and Rosemary Essences. And right away, you get a nice subtle aroma of a floral white peach, which is lifted softly with some savory rosemary. And I really like to enjoy this in a simple fizzy cocktail using a mixer like tonic. You could garnish it with some orange zest, maybe a slice of peach, or maybe a sprig of rosemary, or all 3. Next up, watermelon and basil. And right at the beginning, you get these lovely, juicy pink melon notes, combined with beautiful garden-picked peppery basil. And that I'd probably mix with soda water, garnish with a lime zest, maybe a slice of watermelon, even a sprig of basil to accentuate those aromas. And finally, strawberry and lemongrass. And that's definitely the most fruit-forward of the 3. Beautiful strawberry notes, like fresh picked strawberries meeting that citrusy lemongrass. That's beautiful. It's exotic, it's really fruit forward. Again, really a simple one to mix with soda or tonic, and I'd garnish it with some fresh strawberries, maybe some lemon zest for that one. As I said, Grey Goose Essences were developed to take some of the guesswork out of mixing at home. So for more recipes, visit the cocktails page at greygoose.com. And there you have it, all you need to know about Grey Goose Essences. I hope you've enjoyed this chat, and if you'd like to learn more about Grey Goose or vodka in general, keep watching for more videos just like this. See you there.